welcome back to Gather for Magic. I'd like to kind of give you guys a little rundown of how I keep track of my spiders and my critters and just kind of update you on everything that's been going on and what's been going on with me. So, I haven't been making as much content, as many videos as I'd like to lately. I've been on quite the job hunt. I've got a couple interviews here, so fingers crossed everything's gonna come through and I'll be able to have some income to help make some more videos. Um, just been trying to do that. So let me go ahead and show you my cards that I use to keep track of all of their molt dates. Okay, so pardon my handwriting here. I know it's atrocious, but I have my molt dates going back to 9/30/2023. So we can see that I keep track of the species, the specific spider name, what happened, and the date. It's kind of redundant for me to keep writing molted, but just in case I start breeding, it'll be all specific. And it's kind of interesting to see sort of the dates that they do molt, because let's see here. We have Lieutenant Dan here, Vicularia molting 9/30/2023, and then almost 2 months exactly, again on 11/30 or 11/29/23. And with a lot of the slings, it was almost a 1 month exactly type of thing. So let's see if we can find somebody here. We have our P. Erminia Raja. That was 11/12. Let's see here when they molted after that. 12/12. So yeah, once again, that's like a month exactly, and they molted. And then I have my more recent molt dates. We just had our P. Erminia. Oh, I got it out of order. I accidentally fit in Banks. He was the most recent molt on the 20th. But I should have put it back here under Raja's last molt, which was the 12th. Hey, let's see here. The 12th of January, and before that, I believe it was yeah, the 12th of January. Yeah, the 12th of December. So once again, Raja was exactly 1 month before they molted. So when they're still in that early sling stage, it seems that the Psalmopoeus species, at least the three that I have, the Reduncus, the Erminia, and the Victory, seem to molt almost once a month. I've been keeping them at about... I didn't write any of this stuff down, but I've been and then I have the list of names here, obviously. But I've been keeping them about 80 degrees. I try to keep them at 80 degrees, and I feed once a week. I've been feeding 1 large cricket or 2 large crickets, depending on the size of the tarantula. All right, let's take a look at some of the tarantulas and how they've developed. So here we have our Psalmopoeus reduncus headwig. He or she made their original nesting area like right down here in the front. You can kind of see them hunkered down right there. I know my hands are shaky. I got to pick me up a gimbal here. But they originally made their little web tunnel, dirt tunnel here in the front. I switched their enclosure to the back so they would have privacy, but I thought it was kind of weird that they decided not to web up behind this big piece of cork bark. So I switched it back around to where this is the front now, and they have started going and webbing up behind the cork bark here. You can kind of see that web tunnel there and a bit of webbing. Let me put the lid back on here and I can show you the back side a little bit. I just don't want him bolting out. So let's go ahead and turn it all around. And we can kind of see the web structure that they have going on here. Have a little tunnel there behind, which is pretty cool. The Psalmopoeus reduncus have grown quite a bit. They are one of the faster growing Psalmopoeus species that I mean, out of the ones that I have. I suppose they were sort of larger out of the slings that I obtained anyhow. Let's look at another species. So this is a top-down view of my Psalmopoeus victorii Binks's enclosure. They have changed their web structure a few times. They have also dug out a good bit of soil from the bottom down there. You can see that their water dish is actually not full of soil, however, because they just molted. You might be able to see right here at the top of the web that there's still a little piece of the leg from the molt. Let's see if we can get a peek at the web structure itself here. I'm sure you love my camera skills. So we have the base of the web structure. You can see how thick they really lay it on there. And it just comes up in this tube. Oh, that looks great, doesn't it? Can't see a thing. There we go. So it comes up in this tube up to this hole here. And that's where they usually hang out, right there, or just within, like right down here, and they'll wait for stuff to come along. If they get a little more hungry, they'll go out and sit on the edge. The Victories are not as large as the Erminias or the Reduncus yet. I know that the Victorias and Erminia will at some point surpass the Reduncus in size because the Reduncus are not as large in the end. So let's see sort of what we have here. Might be able to get a look at. That's my other Psalmopoeus victorii. That is Sith. They like to sit right there. Let's see if I can just grab a flashlight real quick. Usually I just use my phone, but you know. Alright, we got our handy dandy flashlight. Let's see if we can actually see anything. Kind of helps a little bit. Are you going to come out and say hi? Show off those beautiful colors. The camera's not really doing them justice, I swear. My lighting is what it is, but... And then we have one of our Arminia here, just kind of chilling, hoping something will come by. And Hedwig, our Psalmopoeus reduncus, is already back out. Betty White is hiding down within her coconut. She feels nice and safe in there now. She's been loving it. So yeah. Here's a quick update. You guys haven't seen this, I don't believe. This is my Armadillidium nasatum peach culture. So, got a little dragon battle scene kind of going on there. Yeah. So this is the enclosure of my Psalmopoeus erminia. I believe this is Khan. And they are currently in the process of digging out their they have a burrow here in the bottom of their dirt curtain. You can see their water bowl there is currently full of dirt as they are in the process of excavating. Definitely one of the most prolific excavators as far as the Psalmopoeus that I have. Let's see if we can get a better look at the enclosure. I'm going to go ahead and cap this real fast because the erminias are pretty quick sometimes. Let's see if we can get a good look at the side here. So down here at the bottom, this is where her burrow is. That is where she is currently excavating dirt from. She comes up here. This is one exit to her burrow. You can kind of see right here. That's one exit to the burrow, and then there's another 2 exits over here, but she's just dumping dirt out right there. And she actually has a pretty nice little cave going on there, and you wouldn't be able to tell if you looked at it from the front, really. I mean, you can see the hole and you can see the trail of dirt leading down into the water dish. But yeah, it is beautiful what they can create inside of these enclosures. So let's take a look. And of course, let's do a quick update on my bioactive cricket and roach enclosure. Let's just see what we got going on in here. Oh, look at those beautiful crickets. Some big juicy ones there. Tons of little babies too. Let's see what's under there. That is a Madagascar hissing cockroach. I learned recently when it molted that is what that is. That is a Madagascar hissing cockroach. And somehow it made its way into my dubia enclosure. Look how big that thing is. Oh my gosh, there it goes. But yeah, Madagascar hissing cockroach. I found out because it hissed at me. I was in here doing essentially what you see here, and it kind of goes like it makes it's hard to describe the sound. There's plenty of videos on YouTube, I'm sure you can find, of the hissing cockroach hissing, but it is it's impressive. See, there they go. They are massive. Oh my god. But yeah, this is thriving for sure. I reintroduce some native leaves every now and then, and I do for it, and it does for me, as they say. So yeah, that's the collection right now. It's looking really nice. Everybody's doing well. Everyone's molting healthfully. Is that a word? They're growing well. I don't know if that's a Madagascar hissing. I don't know what kind of hissing cockroach it is. I just know it's a hissing cockroach. It's kind of funny because at night I'll be laying here listening to the crickets chirp, and then I'll just hear the cockroach get annoyed at something. Yeah, keeping crickets in a 10-gallon enclosure with a screen lid isn't for everybody. Not everybody enjoys the sound of crickets. I don't necessarily enjoy the sound of crickets that much. I enjoy it like when I'm out camping by the fire or something, hear a couple crickets and some frogs and owls and all the stuff. But when you just hear like 300 crickets, it's kind of annoying. But so I understand why a lot of people keep them in the 10-gallon or the big totes that you can cover It keeps them a little quieter with just having the holes. Um, Thank you so much for coming by to check out this video. Um, Last video, I think I said we were at 34 subscribers, and now we're at 43. We flipped those numbers, and I'm so grateful. Like I don't know where you guys are coming from, but I appreciate that you're coming, and I hope that I am giving you something that you enjoy, something to take your mind off things, and maybe open your eyes to a new hobby, or a new way of doing your hobby. Uh, and I'm just forever grateful for everybody who watches the videos, because I just do it because I love having something to do on the side, having a little fun hobby to edit the videos, and I do everything. It's all me. Gather for Magic is just me. I know I say we a lot because I want to foster the community. And it really, like, if you guys give me suggestions of things you want to see, like, I'll make the video, because I think that's interesting. Like, I have a ton of ideas. It's just making those things happen. So right now it's probably just going to be a lot of the update videos and stuff, but I just really appreciate it. And thank you for coming by. If you could give me a like and a subscribe, and yeah, come on back. Thank you.